Welcome, it's California Edition. I'm Brad Palmer, and it's coming to you from the state's capital, Sacramento, California. We are joined by Curt Hagman, member of the California State Assembly, also a nominee for a seat on the Board of Supervisors in San Bernardino County. I'd like to speak with you about education, an issue that faces both counties and the state. There's a lot of talk about a bond measure focused on water and the drought, but that's not the only one. There's still discussion about a potential school facilities bond. Talk to us about what's been happening on that front. It's been in the background, but it's in the foreground now.
Sure, and both of them are crucial to the state, in my opinion. I'm actually the principal joint author on the school bond this year. I've served the last 6 years on the state allocation board. And basically back in 1998, there was a federal court ruling that says the state has a primary responsibility to provide facilities for the students equally throughout the state. Many areas geographically were building new and had new schools and nice facilities, and others that didn't have much development were 50, 60, 70 years old, falling apart, leaking roofs, all the rest of it. So everyone got together and made the system that we have currently now, and through 3 governors and several bonds later, the system's going out. But right now we're out of money. We're down to 200 or 300 million. Yes.
So, one could argue that with the economy doing better, with the budget in better shape, now's the time to do it. On the other hand, the governor has said he's concerned about what he calls the wall of debt. And do we want to start piling on more bonds? If we have a water bond, and then an education bond, and this bond, and that bond, what's your sense on that?
Yeah, it is a tough one because, yes, we do have a lot of outstanding debt in the state of California. We need to definitely get the economy going to help pay for this. But my feeling is, the state government has very basic responsibilities. The primary ones is to educate our population, to have a workforce here, to provide the infrastructure, that's the roads, the water, and all the rest for the economy to grow, and to provide public safety, our prisons. Those are the 3 main things we should focus on. So this is a matter of priorities for us. I'd much rather see a school bond than us paying for the high-speed rail, for example.
Oh my, fighting words.
So yes, I think it's a matter of, just like you do in your family budget, is picking what the priorities are, and this definitely needs to be one of them.
So you're a member of the Republican caucus. You have Democratic supporter Joan Buchanan. How has the bill been doing as it's marched through the legislature?
I don't think I've ever seen this kind of major legislation go through both houses without a single no vote. And so this is very bipartisan support on both sides, both the Assembly and Senate. Now, right now it's an appropriations.
Right. Who knows what will happen as we speak.
And it's more the political behind the scenes between the governor's office now of when that he wants to have it on his desk to veto or to pass, and I think.
I mean, early prognostication is that the governor's not so bullish on this.
Correct, and it really depends on the leadership on the Senate side, because that's where it's parked right now, of when that they just vote it out and put it on his desk and see what happens, or they come up with a compromise on the amount. We're talking anywhere between $5 to $9 billion range. The immediate needs right now that we have on the books in the state allocation board, we have about $1.5 billion right now looking for the state match. And for every 30 cents we put in, we get 60 cents out of the local areas for the local bonds.
I see.
So
it's a matching program?
It's a matching program. It's a multiplier. And I think overall it's a very great program for the state, and especially the modernization, going to computer sciences and the web technology we're bringing in.
Are you concerned, though, that with a water bond on the ballot and a school bond on the ballot, that voters could get squeamish and then vote both down?
We've done initial polling and both in the 65% range to support both these bonds, and California tends to vote more for out of their hearts than out of their pocketbooks.
That may be good or bad.
Yes, and not that I agree with all those votes, mind you. I think some of the other ones, AB 32 and others, I don't agree with.
Right.
But I think these would pass.
This bill would need, I believe, a 55% out of the voters. The water bond. Do you know?
I don't know if that's
I wonder if it's
higher
50.
or not.
I know.
Yes.
Okay, we'll see. We'll talk about it another time. For our viewers on HLN, I want to thank you so much for joining us. We've been speaking with Curt Hagman. He's a member of the California State Assembly. When we come back, we're going to be speaking about a just explosive decision that came out of a court in Los Angeles County dealing with teacher tenure. I'm Brad Palmer, and we'll be right back.